Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro, and in this video we're going to take a look at not a retro game but a very new gadget or toy. But it's also usable for gaming, so it kind of suits our general purpose. This is the Samsung Gear VR with controller and the Gear 360 degree camera. I already had a Gear VR which I tried to use for gaming, but in my opinion it didn't really work out. You have to tilt your head all the time, and yeah, it didn't really work well because also your finger on the button next to your eyes doesn't really play well. Also, I tried one of those roller coaster simulators and that really fucked me up. I was nauseous for the rest of the day. But with this, the VR controller, that you have a bit more control over the situation, I'm curious to see if that works better. And also I got the Gear 360 camera with that, which is a very small 360 degree camera with 4K resolution. It's the new model, it's not the old model. This one is more handy to use while going on a vacation, etc., or filming your retro video game collection. So I plan on making a 360 degree video with that of my collection, and of course I want to show you guys what it's like. And also maybe if it's a good camera I can use it to film these kind of videos instead of the old, what do I have, JVC camera that I have now, which is not 4K, which is I think HD at best. So let's take a look at the Gear 360 first, the camera I mean. And so here on the front it's stylish packaging, as you can see. And here on the side it has some of the features: 4K 360 degree video recording, live broadcast, and fun and easy sharing and editing. You can couple it with your mobile phone, both Samsung and other Android phones, but also iOS phones. And you can couple it with your PC. You can edit the videos on both platforms, but I think personally that editing on the PC is a bit more, it's less, yeah, no, it has more options I think, and it's also, I feel that editing on the PC works a bit better. So let's see what's inside. First, Samsung with a little tab here that you can open, and there we have our camera. Let's take a look at that. So it's quite small, as you can see. It fits in the palm of my hand. Has some features here, a little screen that tells you what function you're using, the OK or record button, the camera, one side and the other side. Here you have a speaker, microphones, on and off button, and the menu button. Here on the bottom you have a screw that you can use to attach it to a base, a little eye so you can attach a cord so you don't drop it. This is the USB-C charging dock, and also connecting it to your PC. And here you have an SD memory card slot, micro SD. So let's boot it up. Then you can see how the screen works. If you hold the on key, it turns on. There you go. And you see with this memory card, which is I believe 64 gigabytes, you have 3 hours of recording, but this is in the highest settings. And also the menu has different options on what you want to do. You want to make a photo, you want to make a time-lapse video, video looping, HDR landscape, settings, video, photo, etc. Well, I haven't really played around with it yet, so I was thinking let's show you the contents of the box and then switch this video to a recording with this little thing. So let's first see what else is in the box. There's your warranty papers and your instruction manual, USB-C charging cable. This is a little baggie. Let's open it up. It's a baggie to protect the camera if you want to take it with you. I'm going on a long, far holiday this year, so I'm going to bring this along and hopefully make some really cool shots with it. It's kind of a stretchy sock type baggie. And also here in the bottom you have your ring with a cord that you can attach to it, so you can hold it and it doesn't drop. It doesn't come with a charger, so you're supposed to have that one for yourself. Of course, with Android phones all around the house, I have a lot of the charging points but still, I don't think it's a good new thing that they don't come with these anymore. So let's switch to the other camera before we go to the Gear VR. So here we are with the Gear 360 view, and as you can see, I'm live viewing on my phone what the camera is recording. So I have a nice infinite loop right here, and the angle of the camera is really big because the distance between the camera and the box here is less than a total of my hand, which is about 20 centimeters. And you can see my chairs, my table, maybe even the stuff that I have here on the back of the table. That's video games for the next unboxing video, so no sneak peeking there. So a really wide angle. This, I'm hovering less than 10 centimeters above the box right now. So this is the Gear VR with controller set, and it's a bit different than the regular Gear VR that you got with your phone, or if you bought one in the early release days. Because of the Samsung S8, I believe, because that's a phone that has USB-C instead of USB micro, and it had some, so the Gear VR needs some alterations. Also, if you record long, your screen will just disappear to prevent battery loss. As you can see, just tap it and it goes back. So here in the box we have the Gear VR itself, which is pretty much the same as the Gear VR I showed you before. Other than that, there's a little docking slip here, or what you want to call it, and the angle is that wide that you can see my coffee table and my couch right now, and that's really quite an end away. So if I record with this, I need to clean my room. That's a good thing to notice. But the difference with the regular set that I already had is that this comes with a controller. And the controller, let's take a look at that. Of course, it starts with a manual and a warranty card here in the back, the regular stuff. And then there's the head strap for your Gear VR and the top strap. Let's see what's here. Here's the this small part is to replace if you're using an older phone than the Samsung S8. I'm using an S7 Edge myself, so I need micro USB to plug it into the Gear VR and not the USB-C. And this is also a USB-C adapter that you can use to plug your adapter or your charger into the Gear VR, so you can charge your phone while you're playing. Because playing in VR or just watching VR really takes up a lot of battery. If we get in here, this is the controller itself. It fits quite nicely into your hand, nice size and shape. This is, well, I didn't think it was, I looked it up, and it is a touch, so you can swipe to move left and right. It's not just a directional pad. Then you have back and home, up and down, volume up, volume down, and there's a trigger here in the back, for instance, if you're shooting something in a game. Then there's another adjustment strap, a little cord to, if you drop the controller, it bungles, sticks to your wrist instead of dropping on the floor, and then there's some batteries there. So that was the Gear VR with controller, and as you can see, this video was recorded, the second part of the video was recorded with the Gear 360, which has really high quality image, as I can see on my phone. Haven't done the editing yet, but want to see how that works too. And it's also quite handy. It's not heavy. You can hold it easily. It's really flexible, and I'm not gonna turn on the backside camera. I don't want to show you my face. I don't want to hurt you with showing that right now. So that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.